from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Good sizable run there by Deshaun Watson on the RPO.
That's in his DNA as a quarterback. He's been doing that since high school. He understands the RPO game as well as any quarterback in the league, and he makes excellent decisions. And when he takes off and goes, his team's pretty happy about it.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater on first down. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
We'll see if they can do it here. Now Teddy on the keeper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
David Johnson.
Lawrence Guy able to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right?
And got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Demir Bird, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
1st down, New England.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Fighting Harris over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
21-0 our score after 1.
Score Texans 21, Patriots nothing.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. Past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20.
A gain of 50 yards.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with Michelle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Sony Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
3rd and goal for Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He was brought down by Brandon Copeland.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He was brought down by Brandon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the air now with Watson. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Running from the gun, Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
That was a nice run, a nice game there as they head towards the 2-minute warning.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
6-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans add on.
Now's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Touchdown.
Demir Bird, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And he converts, and it cuts the lead to 35-7.
Makes the score Texans 35, Patriots 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Sponge. No.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, New England.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Get wild now. Shit.
Bridgewater. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here is another interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
It's going to be a long day.
Now a carry here for Hilliard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Marcel.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And here we go. Watch the pass.
Watson on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
At the 30-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with Arizona Cardinals. The Texans will be happy to see that guy all year long.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check pass. Check pass.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. They'll run it with Johnson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check Mike 21. Mike 31. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Come on.
Watson from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
And being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Running out of the gun with White. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And my goodness, another interception. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's brought down.
Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
That's good.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
A gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and goal from the 1. They toss it out right to Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out, bootleg.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him, Jawan Bentley.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Texans on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. 54.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fielded just inside the 30. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 2-yard line.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. See, it didn't seem like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank